This Corey Bradshaw, Mr. RTBA, Mr. These boys can't touch me on my worst day.
And this is JJ Solomon.
And this is the Spit Bucket Podcast. This is the Spit Bucket Podcast. It's your boy, Mr. LTBA, Mr. 214, Senor Dos, Uno Cuatro, Senor Dos, 14, Mr. Undeniable, Mr. These boys can't touch me. On my worst day, we right here with my guy, JJ Solomon.
What's up, what's up, what's up? Episodio 12. Episode 12. You hear that Spanish? Episodio 12. We're back live. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing?
Shout out to everybody on here from that 214 to across the pond. So we got to bring that back while we saying Episodio 12, because yesterday we said this was episode 11.
Yep.
And now this is episode 12. So yesterday I was saying, how do you say 11 in Spanish? He said once. And then we didn't know how to say episode in Spanish. Somebody told us on the chat, and it was all good.
Yeah,
but,
now I know another word.
another word. It was beautiful, though. But, yeah, shout out to everybody on here. Once you get on here, please hit that like button. Please hit a comment. Please share. Please subscribe. Tell your friends, everybody about us. Please, 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 please.
Tell them.
Tonight we got a special night. We got a guest. We got Kentavias.
Tay Money Slay.
Kentavias, Tay Money Slay in the building tonight, later on tonight. But before we get to it, JJ, let's talk about our sponsors.
KO Therapeutics. You see it everywhere. You see their hats, their shirts, their black and silver, look like Oakland Raiders or Vegas Raiders over here. But most importantly, you see their actual CBD products here. The CBD recovery, pain relief, pain management. Again, we say it a lot. Thank you to KO CBD and KO Therapeutics, because these guys have a product that could really, 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 really change your life. And I mean that in a day-to-day. It hurts to hurt sometimes. So much appreciation to those guys. Give us a quick second so you guys can see what KO Therapeutics is all about.
Man,
we all have battles. We fight. We train. We work. We persevere. And we celebrate. We are all one.
I can't do anything if I can't walk in my prosthetic. It's a lot of pain that I feel throughout my day. It can be very intense. Now I just put that balm over it and it will heal up much faster and it will let the callus recover. That's amazing. It is a total game changer. I am hooked. I'm just hooked.
Life is hard. KO makes it better. KOCBD.com.
Once again, shout out to our sponsors, KO Therapeutic. Go to KOCBD.com. KOCBD.com. Y'all make sure y'all go put in that special code TSB10 and get a discount. So make sure y'all go to KOCBD.com. Listen, I'm talking to all the boxers. I'm talking just to all athletes, periods. I'm talking to hard-working men and women just in general in life who do supremely hard labor. KO Therapeutic is the answer, like Allen Iverson. Tell them, Jay.
100%, man. Just give it a try. If you're hurting, if your back hurts from, my back hurts that's why I grew my beard out. I used to lean over to shave, and I used to get back pain from, that's not why I grew my beard out, but for real, man, like little things like brushing my teeth and stuff like that would hurt. So yeah, y'all check them out. Again, big salute, big thank you to the folks over at KO Therapeutics. But, bro, we left yesterday talking pound for pound, and we still had – most people understood, but there was one person that still was giving all sorts of hell. He called us ugly.
Yeah, he called us ugly.
He called us ugly.
I'm like, this is a grown man calling us ugly. And, I wanted to reply, but I had other things to do. So what's that dude name?
I can't even pronounce
It's like a rum.
No, it's AXL.
Yeah, you know what we're
you
talking
know who you
about.
are, sir.
Because when we put this up on Instagram, this is directly to you. You said me and my guy ugly. Well, we want you to come on our live tomorrow on Instagram Live, or when we in the studio, and we want you to tell us what dude who you think is cute.
Let's hear his pound for pound hottest YouTubers. I was like, ugly.
Ugly, like.
And then he had the nerve. He's like, I was like, all right, bro. Well, any more criticism? He's like, yeah. Stop wearing a hat. Stop hiding your receded hairline. I am proud of my hair, but he's into modeling and taking photos. But that's exactly our point, right? This is what we were talking about yesterday.
Yeah.
People getting emotional,
Emotional.
run out of words to say. So then you call me ugly. And listen, I was agreeing. He kept wanting to fight. I was agreeing. The dude was making excellent points. I wasn't debating. He was trying to turn me against Terrence Crawford, right? Look, he didn't like the fact that we had Crawford at 3 and Inoue at 2. So put Inoue at 3 and leave Crawford at 2. It ain't going to hurt my feelings. You're not wrong. I'm not wrong. None of us are wrong, bro. So I don't know what all that was about, but still, it just kind of proved our point about emotions in boxing, and whenever their favorite fighters aren't where they want to be, then they just go to name calling. Like, he didn't say he thought I was handsome when Terrence Crawford was number 1.
He thought you was handsome.
Yeah.
As a mother.
Yeah, that's the only reason he was watching. That's the only reason he was watching. He's like, dude, you kind of look like Caleb Plant. You handsome. Drop him to number 3, and then he just called me ugly.
Oh, my God.
Silly emotions, man. But speaking of Caleb Plant, we saw the kickoff presser today, bro. What'd you think?
Oh, man. You talking about what did I think? Now that card is starting to look real tasty.
It is, man.
On October the 15th. And it's looking real tasty, too, because you have Deontay Wilder versus Robert Helenius coming back, who headlined in that card.
Yep.
And the co-main event is Anthony Durrell versus
Caleb
Plant. But this is what stood out to me, right? You reap what you sow, right? You reap what you sow. That's a true thing, Jose Jr. You reap what you sow. So when you say things, don't be looking silly if that karma come back at you. Anthony Durrell, Caleb Plant said this yesterday. He put up a post of Bernard Hopkins.
Oh, yeah, man.
Saying, I'll never let a white boy beat me. And Caleb Plant broke it down so eloquently.
I did like that.
He said, in life, it ain't about race, whoop-de-whoop. You remember what he said, Jay?
He said it ain't about, and I'm sorry we don't have the video clips at all. It happened just a few hours ago, so we don't really have any of the footage yet. But he essentially said, in life, it's not about race to him. Boxing isn't about race to him. Obviously, he's a cultured dude, and he was just addressing that. Why don't you like me, Anthony? And he kept saying, "Oh, nobody likes you. Nobody likes you." To me, who gives a damn? It's boxing. You want him to hold hands with the rest of his division. So I saw what I like what Caleb Plant had to say. I thought what Anthony Durrell was saying was a little off, man. It made no sense. It's not really what you want to talk about in a press conference. You're trying to promote a fight. And Caleb Plant's married to a black girl.
Yeah, married to a black girl. And then he going to talk about he hate him. Why do you hate him, Anthony Durrell? That's like Caleb Plant was saying, you mad because I don't want to play rock, paper, scissors with the other 168-pound fighters in the division? What, you want me to come do a kumbaya party all night long and us, do all that? That bothered me, but yeah.
And look, man, Durrell and his family, they've shown some signs. His camp has shown some signs of just some tacky behavior, sucker punches and stuff like that. Look, I'm not the biggest Caleb Plant fan. I really am not. In terms of, again, let's say we're getting into fan favorites and stuff. I'm not that crazy about his fighting style. I don't think he's going to go down as one of the greats. But at the end of the day, I respect the man and yeah, I was just confused with the hate. That's a powerful word, dude.
It's a powerful word. Like when you say hate, you got to understand the meaning of hate. Like it's deceitful and a lot of other rigorous things that you could say when it comes to that word hate. And when you say you hate him, like what have Caleb Plant did to you to make you hate him? But Caleb Plant, he was hitting them where it hurt. He said, yeah, you a 2-time champion.
Yeah.
But when have you ever defended your belt? Because, JJ, I'm like this. I agree with Caleb Plant on that. You could become a champion, right? But this is my thing right here. A real champion, you're going to be able to defend your belt.
Yep.
Agree or disagree?
Agree 100%. You made that point yesterday, and it's kind of a known concept in boxing. Hell, not just boxing, sports, life. You bust your ass to become champ, but then what happens? You got the money, you got the fame, you got the glory, you got the riches. It's harder to stay champ. And Caleb Plant made that very abundantly clear that yeah, you've been champ before, which, hey.
2 times.
Yeah, that's a big thing, but he didn't keep that discipline. He didn't keep whatever it is that a champ needs to do to remain champion. Caleb Plant brought that out today, and they were under each other's skin. They were under. I was gonna say Caleb got under his skin, but
Darrell got under Caleb's skin too.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. I hope this doesn't offend anybody, but the beginning of the press conference, Caleb Plant was Mr. I just want to thank Mr. Al Heyman and Mr. By the end of it, he's like, bro, what you ever do to me? Whoa. Yeah, so he's got that culture in him, man. Caleb Plant is a cultured, he vibes with the people, with the community.
Yeah, I think he's a guy who get along.
Yeah.
I think Caleb Plant is the type of guy who get along with everybody, and I think that was a tasteless move by Anthony Darrell by putting that post up saying, I'll never let a white boy beat me.
And what happened what happened to Bernard Hopkins, man?
The white boy, not only did he beat him, I love you, Bernard, but
yeah,
we got to let the truth come to the power, and the power come to the truth. That white boy knocked you out of that ring.
Yeah, Joe Calzaghe just showed him why he's one of the GOATs, bro.
So, I think it was real tasteless, right? And I don't cheer for guys who tasteless like that, who try to bring up race and bring race into the equation of anything you do. Just because I'm black, JJ, you're Mexican, JJ. I'm black, JJ. You're Mexican, JJ. That doesn't mean anything. You understand me? Like, you may be better than me in playing basketball.
Nope.
But just because you're Mexican, that don't mean nothing. You just a better basketball player than me. What? Oh, the stereotype. Oh, because I'm black, I'm supposed to be a better basketball player? What? Because you Mexican, you supposed to do what? Play soccer better than me? Like, I hate that. You see black guys coming in soccer. You see black guys coming golf. You see Mexican guys coming football. You see it everywhere.
Bro,
so,
I got a homie over in Mansfield, bro. His name is Key. And, dude, you look at this dude, he looks like a baller, bro. He's about 6'3", got dreads, bulky as hell. Mm-hmm. He went to Texas A&M, black dude. You know what he went to Texas A&M for? Mm-hmm. Swimming. He was a swimmer, bro. And you never know, dude. And that's, listen, man, we know that racism exists. Mm-hmm. We're not blind, right? I'm a Mexican dude with tattoos and beards and a beard and the profiling exists. Hell, I've profiled. We're human, right? Yep. But whenever somebody just uses it as a crutch and just that's the first thing they run to, that's what bothers me. You know what I mean? Like to bring it to life, to bring it to surface when it doesn't necessarily need to be there. If racism comes up, and if somebody gets treated unfairly or if somebody gets abused because of racism, yeah, absolutely, we need to address it. But for it to be, I am not going to let a white boy beat me. No, the conversation should just be, look, I'm not going to lose this fight. I don't give a damn if you're yellow, black, green, whatever. I'm not going to lose the fight because I've been working hard. What the hell color got to do with it?
And my thing is, too, when somebody say something racist about black people, right, let's be honest. I mean, we know the history, but when people say stuff racist about black people, you see black people jump out the gym. Oh, you're being racist. You're being racist. Well, I want to see if any black people gonna speak up for that because that's what Anthony Darrell did in that tasteless moment that he did on Instagram. He trying to do a divide and conquer between it. It ain't even about that, right? But I just want to see how black people are going to show up and show out to back away from them words that Anthony Darrell said. Because when somebody say something racist about a black person. You see a lot of black people jump out the gym, but this dude clearly made a racist statement saying he ain't gonna let no white boy beat him. I wonder how the black community is gonna react to that.
Yeah, and let's just be honest, bro. Bernard Hopkins got away with it because he's Bernard Hopkins. He's a legend, Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? And it didn't make it any better. It's a damn shame that if you're more famous, you can get away with more things. But listen, dude, it's the world we live in. It's up to us. It's up to us to acknowledge, okay, yeah, there's an issue, but this guy next to me, I love him. This guy is a human just like me, just like we talked about last night, man. So it's a very sensitive subject. Hell, honestly, it's scary to even bring up, considering we're trying to build something here. Mm-hmm. But like you say, bringing the truth to the power.
And the power to the
you know
truth,
what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's something that we need to work with collectively, man. You know, obviously in boxing, the Mexican versus the black damn thing it drives me crazy, but it's there. I mean, we see it every day. I hate that we see it. Like, I hate that I get criticized if I criticize Canelo. I hate that if you criticize somebody, or like when you were supporting Canelo against, I don't even remember, then they call you those words, you know? And I try my best when I'm arguing or when I'm debating with somebody, I try to understand them. I try to understand why they're saying what they're saying and why they feel those ways. I swear to God, I try to understand. And it took a while, but listen, I will never know, Corey, what it feels like to walk in your shoes. I will
just like I would never know what it feel like to walk in your. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, go ahead.
I will never know what it feels like. You know, I'm my fifth generation Mexican here, American, right? My folks been here for a long time, but my grandparents were treated unfairly, but not like your folks were treated.
True.
And I don't know what that pain feels like to know just a couple generations. So,
I don't either.
Yeah,
I'm just saying I don't either. I'm just saying, like, I know the history of it, but I don't either. I'm just like you, JJ. I'm a generation. I grew up the same time. Did I see racism coming up? Yeah, but not horrible like that. Obviously, you seen racism too coming up. It's certain areas that you couldn't go to that you will get profiled. If you just think about us going to the airport, JJ. We go to the airport.
Listen, there's one time. One time I was working. I used to travel a lot. I'm a sales guy, right? I was in Missouri. I think it was Joplin, Missouri. Maybe I don't remember, man. But I had to pee bad, right? I had this beard out. I run into the hotel. I had my backpack. I threw my backpack on the couch. Run to the restroom. And I walked back out. Every person in there was on the phone, scared. Like, I told them, look, guys, I just had to pee. False alarm. But yeah, dude, we get profiled. But here's the thing, dude. We get profiled or we get treated wrong. But listen, that's happened. If there's a pie chart, this amount of the time compared to all the wonderful people I've met.
Yeah.
Bro, like I met your in-laws. I met your family. Yeah. They welcome me with open arms, bro. Like, look at it.
Likewise with your mama and your daddy. You remember that night at the suite when I said it's when I would say it's 1-1.
Yeah, you had. I forgot how you had the fight.
But your mom, she looked at me. She said, "Corey, what are you looking at?" Like, that's how. Like, it was just that good feeling. Like,
it's all love, man. It's all love, and I just wish everybody would take a second to put those ugly feelings away, because yeah, we need to address them. We do. And I don't want to get on a soapbox and open up a whole damn debate. This is how I feel. This is how I live my life. But we need to try to see the best in people. We need to try not to just look at somebody and say, oh, that person's bad, that person's good, that person's bad, because we're adding to the problem. Anthony Durrell's adding to the problem by those comments.
No, definitely.
You know what I mean?
He's adding to the problem. But my thing is, what's going to be the factor of the situation? Are the same people going to show up and show out when they feel like the black community get a certain type of words said to them? Look what this dude said to this dude and what race he is. Is that right? So it's okay for the black dude to do it? It ain't okay for nobody to do it. And that's what we're trying to set the trend on and get away from that. And we're going to definitely address it every time somebody do something foolish and say some racism stuff. Because like Caleb Plant said, in life and nothing. Racism has nothing to do with if you're better than somebody. Just because I'm black and you're Mexican, like I said, if you could jump higher than me, okay, you're better than me and jumping high. If I could swim faster than you, yeah, you can't catch me. I'm better than you. Like, like woo-dee-woo. But JJ, also on that card, I want to get to it. Also, oh, my bad, ladies and gentlemen.
Where the hell my thing go?
What you looking for?
No, never mind. It's down there.
But also on that card, I want to get to it because I ain't gonna lie to you, Pastor Wilder. Whoo! Everybody from the 214 across the pond. Did y'all see the Reverend preaching today? Man,
you say Pastor Wilder?
Pastor, did y'all see the Reverend preaching today? Look, shout out to Deontay Wilder because that's what type of background he grew up in. His daddy was a pastor, so that's just gonna be automatic in him, in his word play and his lingo and the way he expressed himself. But JJ, Jose Jr., I seen some things questionable about what Wilder was saying today. He was saying how he had been thinking about retirement, and a few times he had to tell his kids he want to do this again. And JJ, you know how I feel about fighters who say they was thinking about retirement, and then they asked him, Deontay Wilder, did you miss that feeling? Because you 42, everybody he done been in the ring with, literally. Everybody Deontay Wilder been in the ring with, he done knocked them down. Literally, every man he fought. They said, Deontay Wilder, do you got that feeling to where you're ready to come back and put one of them spectacular moments again? He said, honestly, no. JJ, talk.
It's scary, bro. And listen, just like I just got through saying, I try to understand. How can you not? We've talked about this before on our show. When Deontay Wilder's number one motivation was getting his family set, and the dude did a hell of a. You don't have to like his style. You don't have to like the crazy stuff he says. You don't have to like the excuses. But as far as being a man and taking care of his baby girl, his little girl. He did his job. He did his job better than a lot of us did.
Oh, preach.
You know what I mean?
Preach, JJ, preach.
But, dude, he went through some wars, some hellacious wars. And listen, Deontay Wilder's not the most skillful boxer. He got to where he was because of a gift in his gloves. They're just loaded. He's a monster with these. But to that point, he's not a gifted boxer. And he took these beatings to a gifted boxer. Tyson Fury was born to be a boxer. He was literally named after Mike Tyson. Mm-hmm. So he took a beating. So do I understand Deontay Wilder's thought process? Yeah. Do I think it's a bad idea for him to coming back in the heavyweight division against somebody like Robert Helenius who's hungry? Can you imagine the hunger? Can you imagine the motivation Helenius has right now? I can get Deontay Wilder on my resume. The only man who's beat him is Tyson.
Real quick. Finland, he from Finland too. And he was talking about how he been boxing since he was 5 years old and how he been promising his country of Finland that he was going to bring them a world championship belt, JJ. So when you say Robert Helenius got it in him and he still got that passion and he's driven in real life for this moment, it's a difference in what I've seen between him and Deontay Wilder in that press conference.
That hunger, bro. That hunger. You're talking about two complete. Wilder has arrived. He arrived. He's super famous. One of the most well-known boxers in the United States. He has arrived. Helenius is still going. That's what he wants. He wants Wilder's life. Now Wilder had to convince himself to come back. Do I want to go to the training camp? That's dangerous, especially at that weight division, dude. So I'm excited to see Wilder back. Like I said, Wilder really won me over the years. Wilder's undefeated record, I wasn't crazy about him. Wilder won me over when he lost because he put it all on the line.
He came back. He made excuses.
Yeah, I didn't like that, but
he came back and he showed that he really he made excuses, ladies and gentlemen, but he came back and he showed he really mentally and physically prepared himself to go in there to put on the performance of a lifetime against Tyson Fury. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, but he showed that character. And that's what we look for in people, period. In the jobs we do, they want to see that character in us. When the going get tough, are we going to sit down and go Indian style, rock back and forth, or are we going to get up and go get it?
Yep, and bro, I'm excited for Wilder to be back because he brings that buzz. He brings that excitement to the heavyweight division. And you know, when there's a Wilder fight, you kind of get that feeling of the old days where it's almost like, all right, guys, what are y'all doing tonight? Y'all watching the fight. You don't even have to say the name. Everybody knows it's Wilder fight. So I'm excited about that. I'm concerned. I'm concerned about his health. We know there's something not all there with Wilder. We know that he's had some issues. We don't know. Again, we don't know.
We don't know, but his actions.
The signs point to something ain't all there.
He didn't take that. Listen, we don't know. We're not doctors. But what we seen, the signs, it showed us that them losses affected him in a major way. Like I said, we're not doctors. You know, but if anybody who got eyes and got 20/20 vision and can hear good was watching Deontay Wilder and how he reacted after he took that loss to Tyson Fury, we seen that affected that guy in a tremendous fashion.
And like we said, man, we've said this before. You lose a fight. I literally just had this conversation with my son, dude. I said, I love to see you guys compete. I had that conversation on my way here today. I love to see my kids competing. I don't care about the wins or losses. Because winning and losing they're both just as important in life. You have to learn them both. You have to learn how to win. You have to learn how to win gracefully. But you also have to know how to lose. It's a big
gracefully.
It's a big part of life. And to me, Deontay Wilder still hasn't accepted that loss. And as long as you don't accept that loss, you can't grow from that loss.
Yeah. Oh, JJ. Jose Jr., boy.
That's just how I feel, bro.
Jose Jr., you hit it right on the nail, right? Because the way he was talking today, the way he was talking, you would think Deontay Wilder never lost a fight, and he still got that perfect record with perfect knockouts. When you say you could look at a guy like, look, I'm glad Deontay Wilder back. He great for the sport of boxing. And I'm American, and because he American, I wish him very well. You know, when it comes to the sport of boxing, you still got to get in there and win. I ain't going for him just because he American, but because he American, I wish him very well.
100%.
But like, JJ, I'm worried.
Yeah, man.
About Deontay Wilder. Like, this dude, Robert Helenius, he is hungry. This dude understand his moment right now because this always happen. You have the heavyweight fighters who've been on top for a long time. Deontay Wilder.
Let's keep going all the way back,
Anthony Joshua.
Should go to Larry Holmes and
I'm
Tyson.
just saying,
Yeah,
but I'm just speaking of recent.
Yeah.
They've been on top. They've been enjoying the fruits of their labor, like them grapes.
Just fanning you with some grapes.
Laying on the thing,
Yeah.
swinging. It's been the what that dude say? Must be nice, must be nice. I'm just saying. And look, as we seen with Anthony Joshua, look how he done dwindled a little bit. Not saying it's over with him. Look at Deontay Wilder. Look how he done dwindled a little bit. Look at guys like Helenius, who always been on the cuff, but haven't been able to jump over that mountaintop. Now with these guys, they've been enjoying the fruits of their labor. Like you stated earlier, don't get up with that same hunger to get in the gym, to do them jump ropes, to go them, run them extra miles, do them extra
Watch what you're
sparring
eating.
events.
Watch what you're eating. You know, I don't know if all boxers do this, but not making love to your wife. That hurts, bro.
That
you know what I
hurts.
mean? And it's a sacrifice. And again, we're beating a dead horse with this. I'm excited for Wilder to be back. But let's talk X's and O's. Let's talk about in the ring, though. Listen, before today, I was excited for Wilder. I thought he was back. I'm a little bit worried about what he's saying. But let's say healthy Wilder, motivated Helenius, none of all this stuff we just talked about. How do you think the fight plays out if it's best case scenario for both gentlemen?
I don't know. I truly don't know. This is a fight I can't call, right? I really can't call it, but if I'm looking at Deontay Wilder, then I seen the video. Shout out to my guy, Dr. Trav FDY. He said the betting numbers are like plus 700, like for Wilder, right?
Wilder's the underdog, or
No.
Oh, okay. All right, I see. So yeah, so plus 700 would mean Helenius at plus 700. So that means you put up $100 on Helenius, you win $700. Yeah. So he's a big underdog. Hell, I might just go put some money on. Helenius.
I ain't lying. I've been watching footage of Helenius. You know, ever since we've been scrolling up our articles the last couple of weeks, they've been talking about that this was the fight. Helenius can fight.
He's a good boxer, bro.
He could box. Like, he's no Tyson Fury.
Sure.
But he have some of them same aspects of Tyson Fury, and I think he is a harder puncher than Tyson Fury. When I tell you this guy 1-2 is a problem, and when I tell you this guy is vulnerable, I mean, when I tell you this guy has a great uppercut, I don't know how this fight gonna go, but I don't know where Deontay Wilder at. Like you said, I don't know how he accepted his loss, but I ain't lying. I know Helenius is hungry. I'm leaning towards Helenius,
bro. And and here's the thing: when you pick against, listen, when Wilder fought Ortiz, remember I always told you I always pick the better boxer. When Wilder fought Ortiz, I thought Ortiz was gonna win. Nothing against Wilder, but my heart, I'm always gonna put the boxer, but. Wilder proved that one shot, and you can never really just truly pick against Deontay Wilder because he will end it like this in a blink of an eye. He almost did it with Fury a couple times. Even though he was getting dominated, he was losing to Luis Ortiz and ended it. So when Wilder's going up against a damn good boxer, it's dangerous for him, but he's got that luxury of that super hand. Now, I want to take a quick second because somebody mentioned in the chat.
Hey, Nicholas, I just seen
that's
that.
a hell of a point.
That's a hell. But I don't necessarily agree with it, though.
I do, 100%.
No, but
yeah.
Go ahead and read it, though, Jay.
Yeah, so Nicholas says, let's be honest, it's easier to take a loss in the other sports. Losing in boxing has to be hard on your psyche. You lost and got beat up. We've heard a million times, boxing is the loneliest sport there is. It's you and another man or another woman fighting for your lives. There's no team or nothing like that. It's you, and the objective is to hurt the other person.
Okay, but that's the JJ. That's the sport, 1-on-1.
100%.
It's the sport, 1-on-1. It's no different than any other sport. Boxing is just a 1-on-1 sport.
Yeah, but when you lose, you didn't lose more points. You didn't give up an extra field goal. It wasn't a buzzer beater 3-pointer that beat you. It's an ass whooping that you took.
Okay.
Imagine getting hit 200 times to the head by another man 200 pounds.
That's in some cases, but in all cases, you don't just get your ass whipped. It be in cases where
Wilder's was.
Wilder's was when you have close fights or whether the judges got it wrong. No, when you make it to this level, because if you're a top breed fighter, and you're coming up, you're going to be able to beat all the other guys. You're going to make it to the level to where you're making some real good money. So that means if you're making it to the top, that's just like the football teams, JJ. The top make it to the playoffs. So eventually when you start making it to the top and you have to fight them other contenders, it's going to be one of y'all win and one of y'all lose. So I look at it as the same. I ain't making no excuses for these fighters. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, bro, but it's 12 rounds of leaving your soul in the ring. Like Arturo Gatti and Mickey Ward became best friends, bro, because, listen, if you've never been in a ring, I go spar for 1 minute. It is the hardest sport there is by a mile. And you could probably sprinkle in MMA on there too.
Hold up, so you telling me if you ain't never played quarterback a day in your life, go play quarterback. Go play quarterback for 1 minute, JJ.
Hey, listen, but when you're playing street ball,
go play quarterback for 1 minute.
When you're playing street ball, you sign up. Hey, I'm all-time quarterback. Nobody says, hey, let me go fight the biggest dude here and the guy who's undefeated. You don't say, let me go fight that guy because we're playing on the street.
What you mean?
I'm saying when you're playing street ball, you say, I want to be the quarterback. I want to be the one in charge. You don't.
I ain't talking about no. I'm saying if you put into position. Let's not make excuses. No,
I'm not.
I don't agree with that.
I agree 100%.
I don't agree with that. So
I
what?
Agree with
hey,
100%,
you win some, you lose some, you live to fight another day. That's just like any other sport. You win some, you lose some, you live to fight another day. We giving these boxers a way out. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that because, like I say,
I'm not giving them a way out.
If you're the creme de la creme, you're going to make it up there with the other creme de la creme. And you're going to eventually have to fight the other creme de la creme. That don't mean that you're going to beat the creme de la creme. In some fighters' history, you have a lot of fighters who beat them. Let's go to You can talk about Sugar Ray Leonard, Thomas the Hitman Hearns, Roberto Duran, how Roberto Duran lost to in embarrassing fashion to Sugar Ray Leonard saying no mouse.
Oh.
But guess how he redeemed himself, JJ? When he went up to 160 and he beat Ivan Barkley, bro.
Woo!
So you win some, you lose some, you live to fight another day.
You had to dig 30 years to
No,
find that.
I'm just giving you an example, though.
Listen, Kyrie, your daddy's yelling at me again. Kyrie, if you're watching, help. Crazy little boy was yelling at him for him. Why are you yelling at JJ, daddy? Kyrie, come get your daddy. Hey, no, here's a serious question, though. How are you going to feel? I want to see, how are you going to feel if Deontay Wilder comes out in a dress like Megatron? I hope Wilder comes out as humble as possible. Like, how do you want to see Wilder come out? This sounds silly, but it's a big part of the psychological part of the game.
I really don't care. My thing is, I just hope he mentally prepared and physically prepared to go in here with a guy who want what he got. Like you say, that taste in Helena's mouth is not the same taste that Deontay Wilder got in his mouth. The great, marvelous Marglin Hagler said it's different when you're waking up in silk sheets. And if you've seen Deontay Wilder in that Zoom interview that they both had, boy, that robe he had on was eloquent as, so I don't know. I don't care. It don't matter to me. I just hope he mentally and physically prepared. I hope he got in the pit of his stomach that this guy right here is hungry.
Wants his
Deontay,
head.
he want, and this guy know you. This guy was just sparring you, getting you ready for Tyson Fury. So tell me, JJ, I told you.
Yeah.
This guy ain't no Tyson Fury and Robert Helenius, but he has some attributes that fit Tyson Fury. Plus, I think he's a harder puncher.
Man, and I'll finish with this. I'm going to pick Wilder by KO because he's proved me wrong too many times. I picked Fury all 3 times they fought, but Wilder, man, he's got just devastating power. But I just want to end with it. Or if we want to keep talking, you can. But the last thing I want to say about that is I'm always torn as a boxing fan, especially when I see fighters going through it. As a fan, I'm excited to see Wilder come back. As a human, as somebody who's seen people go through it, as somebody who's gone through it, I wish he'd stay the hell away from boxing and enjoy his family and enjoy what he's already built. So I get torn. It's like an internal battle when it comes to these super fights when we know somebody's gone through something. And I'm just being real.
But why?
Correct, because it's life, bro. It's life. It's life.
But why, though?
We saw Deontay Wilder absolutely.
And we also saw the Cowboys lose 26 years in a row. What makes Deontay Wilder so special, Jose Jr.?
Because, bro, he wasn't getting pummeled to the head, dog. Like
Football players don't get pummeled to the head. JJ, listen, bro.
Let's ask Manti Te'o about it. I'm
bro,
sorry.
I was just watching that
Me too,
documentary on him the other day, bro. I swear to God.
Yeah, same here, bro.
I was just watching that documentary of how that girl,
Yeah.
girl, fooled him. Like, but that's my, because Notre Dame is my college.
Yeah, I was thinking about you the other night because I know you love Notre Dame.
I'm thinking like, Manti Te'o, you was the top linebacker in the world. You mean to tell me you was that self-confident? I guess it happens to the best of us. But why?
No, it doesn't. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I'm saying like.
Don't pay me with that brush, bro.
I guess some people, that's how they do. But my thing is, when you're such a superstar like that, everybody want to be on you. Like, what was?
Here's the thing, and I again, me trying to understand. When I heard this story back in 2011, 12, whenever the hell it was, my first thought was, dude, how do you miss that, right? But dude, I've heard this from a good buddy or an old good buddy of mine who used to live in Hawaii. Those people in Hawaii, bro, are they're in their own little world, dude. All they know is their own little island. And they may not know social cues like we do every day. All they know is their little culture, man. And as easy as it is for us to say, how in the hell did you miss that? Seeing Manti Te'o hurt like that, dog, and seeing Manti Te'o be like, for real, I didn't know. That was sad,
but do
bro.
you think that, though? Look.
I don't think he knew, dog. Why would you humiliate yourself like that? Dude, that anxiety he was going the whole time he was in San Diego, like the pain, he still got emotional when when I don't mean to laugh, but he got emotional when he was talking about that fake death. Remember, like he was like, "Oh, that hurt so much" and stuff. Like, how do, bro? That was sad, dude.
No,
You think I could talk like her? Could you talk like that?
I'm with you.
Hey, Craig.
I'm with you. It was sad, but
It's tricky to talk.
no, it ain't tricky to talk about. Like, you know, we have sympathy for him,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, he put himself in that position. How long was you gonna text Monte Tio before you got the video? Like JJ, video calls the iPhone. Like
Yeah, they were already out. That was
like,
2012.
like,
Yeah.
like that's hard for me. Look, this is just my opinion. It's just hard for me to believe that you was talking to somebody this long on the phone, never did no video call to see who this person was. Like, that's just hard for me. I know it's a little trick, but I'm just saying video call,
Yeah.
everything was
For years,
visible.
wasn't it? It was
For
years,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
like, how did that, you not, like, ugh.
It. Listen, man. Maybe you just want love so bad. Maybe he was so out of place over Notre Dame. Maybe he just. I wonder sometimes if he ever had a feeling like something ain't right. But man, that was a sad story. That was a sad story. It was a lesson learned for everybody. Man, you ever been catfish? And when I say catfish, I mean like somebody send you a picture of themselves. They look a certain way, and then you see them, and they gain a couple pounds. You get pissed, like you.
I mean,
like,
it done been
That-
like
man,
that before. Yeah,
that hurts. That stings a little bit.
Yeah, I think, but
This
JJ,
was a whole
I know,
nother
but
ballgame.
at least we're gonna video call.
Yeah,
we
that's
come up with the technology.
First
where we
things
video
first.
Call. Okay, you send me a picture. Okay, then let me call you on video. Like, come on, we not at this age. Even in 2012.
Yeah, but he was a kid still, man. 20 years
JJ,
old.
we still video calling, JJ. JJ, we still video calling.
Yeah, bro. I have no clue.
I have no clue either, but I'm just saying though. Like, how did that go on for that long? You was just texting and talking and texting, no video call ever. Y'all didn't go have Starbucks or Chipotle's or nothing.
Chipotle. Bro, that was the weirdest story. If you haven't seen it, go check out what's it called? The Girlfriend Who Didn't Exist.
And then what was so sad about it, I think the story, I mean, you know, our condolences. I think his grandmother died.
Grandma died the same day he died. Dude, and listen, we're not talking enough about, we keep talking about how dumb Manti Te'o seemed, but what kind of cruel, vicious person. And then on that, I don't want to give away any spoilers, but, because you guys got to go see it, but there's one part where she got mad that they made her show her voice. Oh, no, he released the voicemails. And he was like, Manti, how could you? How could you? How could you release the voicemails? And dude, I was just enraged with that person, man. So I don't know how the hell we got to this conversation, Corey.
I don't know how.
What are you doing over there? Damn it.
Yeah, I don't know how
you
we.
check.
I don't know how we. I mean, it just came up. That's what we do. But
yeah,
like,
dude.
that's just crazy how I was just watching that the other day, bro. And when it was going on, you know, you heard the stories but it wasn't like
We got this
broken
full
down,
story, yeah.
you know, like this. But we're going to take a quick commercial break. We want to show our sponsor some love. We need everybody to go to
CBD.com.
KOCBD.com. Use our special code TSB10 and get you a personal discount.
Hey,
So-
you know what? I feel like giving something away.
Yeah, go ahead, Jay.
Listen, I don't want you just saying you're hurting just to say you're hurting. And if my parents are watching, don't y'all comment because I'll get y'all to take care of it later.
Hold on, real
quick.
quick. I want to say this. I want everybody to know that we aren't gay bashing.
Oh, yeah.
Just to be clear,
No,
we're not
hell no.
shaming or deception. We want everybody to know that because we got love for all people. We're just talking about the story and how Mentatio, like,
It's
how
confusing.
It's confusing.
Yeah.
Like, how did you not have no picture, no contact? That's what we're confused about.
Even after watching 2 hours of it, bro, I was still absolutely confused. I watched 2 hours. I was like, "There's not a third episode. Can you please tell me what the hell happened?" No, absolutely. We got love for everybody, and this isn't that. Now I say that person, the girlfriend, that was an asshole move.
Yeah.
Asshole move. I don't give a damn what their sexual orientation is.
So what? That's the thing right there.
Yeah.
Now, see, now look. Now, I do want to talk about this right
Yeah.
here real quick. Now, that person, will we say transgender?
Well, now, since they filmed that, they didn't know that she was considered transgender at the time of the filming. So they put that, I don't know if you remember, saw it. They said at the filming, we didn't know that whatever the hell name was identified as a woman. But yeah, now she's a woman. She's a woman.
So this the thing right here.
Yeah.
When you hear a lot of people who say tasteless stuff about transgenders and gay people, because transgenders and gay people, they got the right to be who they want to be. You know, they got the right to do what they want to do and walk from the 214 to across the pond and be themselves. You know, if you're a real person, you have no problem with that. We hear a lot of people bashing gay people, bashing transgender people. We done seen a lot of gay people and transgender people get rotten stuff done to them. Now, what about when the transgender person does the horrible thing that they did to Mentatio?
Yeah, that was terrible, man.
Where is the ridicule on that? Where is the LGBTQ showing up and showing out
Yeah.
for that?
You're 100% right. That I keep forgetting the name, or Lanali or whatever the name is. That was just a shitty human move. What you do, you know, that's nobody's hating on you for that. That was an evil thing to do to somebody who appears to be a really good, really naive person. Obviously, super naive, very spiritual person. That Manti Te'o dude left everything in God's hands. And again, now, but we keep touching on real controversial subjects.
He said God told him to go to Notre Dame.
Yeah, exactly. He went to a college that he didn't want to go because he felt that it was God's. So I say that only to say Manti Te'o was a very spiritual person. So he believed in the best in people. So yeah, absolutely. You know, this by no means is that. That was a terrible thing to do. And I forget the fake girlfriend's name. I forget the name, but that was an asshole.
I don't even want to say the person's name.
I don't deserve
Because
it.
that's
It pissed me off that they did that show for a payday too.
And then they famous off of that. You're not a good human being for doing that. Because if somebody, I done seen plenty of stories where you see people do horrible things to gay folks and they get ridiculed, deservingly so. This person who tricked this person, made this person believe that, this the kicker right here. Knew his grandmama died on that day. So made a story up to say, I died too.
Terrible things, dude. Terrible things. Terrible things. But yeah, anyhow, yeah, I don't know how we got into that. But no, let's go. We definitely wanted to clear that up because Corey and I obviously got love for if you're a human who's breathing and you're not trying to kill people or hurt people, you know, like just because you don't understand or understand somebody's lifestyle, guys, this goes for everything, right? Just because you don't understand somebody's lifestyle, you know, if you're not hurting kids and stuff like that, listen, mind your damn business at the end of the day, you know what I mean? So by no means are we going to come on here and bash somebody's orientation. We're going to bash that hateful, terrible things that did it. Damn near ruined Manti Te'o's life. If he wasn't so spiritual, bro, he could have gone and done something to himself,
But
you know?
like he never, like, let's be honest, it did kind of ruin, yeah, he still was that good enough to make it to the NFL. But Manti Te'o was supposed to be an all-time great, JJ.
100%. It kind of ironic that he got drafted to San Diego, where Junior Seau went to, and like it was almost like Junior passed the torch to Manti. It was perfect,
But
man.
he was supposed to be an all-time
dude.
great. You talking about that didn't mess with him?
Yeah, he cost
That
him
didn't mess with him
cost him
mentally,
millions.
physically, everything.
Financially, everything. So
But they don't talk about. Let's go to
let's go.
KOCBD.com. Shout out to KO.
hold on. Also, like I said, if somebody wants to, if somebody's hurting, if somebody's back is hurting, like if you're suffering through chronic pain, or if you got a kid who's suffering through some pain, or a wife or a husband, let us know. We're going to give one away. So the first one we see. And if you're not hurting and you're just trying to, whatever, don't, if you're going through pain, because we really want people to try this stuff. KO CBD is great, and I use it every day, and I'm willing to put my word on it. So hit up our inbox. First one we see in our inbox.
On Instagram, but you got to follow us. Hold up, no, we ain't go. No, hold up,
No, man,
no, we're not finna make it that easy for them.
Okay.
Though. They got to follow us on the Spit Bucket Official. They got to go comment KO. They got to go comment on our last video KOCBD. Just put KOCBD or just comment KO.
Yeah.
Make sure you comment. Make sure you follow us and make sure you inbox us. If you do all three of them things, the first one to do that, y'all get a free.
And again, if you're not hurting, don't do it. We're not just sitting here, I want people to try this because it's really helping me out. So that's why we want to do it. And like one person at a time, and obviously word of mouth will get out, but this stuff works. So we'd love to help one person out there. Trust me, if we could afford to help everybody out there and give all these things out, we would. But I just want somebody to see. So then y'all can come back and comment and say, wow, this stuff really does work. So go on, follow the steps that Corey just said. Like, comment, and then shoot us an inbox if you're really hurting, and we'll get you something. But let's take a look at our homies over at KOCBD.
We all have battles. We fight. We train. We work. We persevere. And we celebrate. We are all one.
I can't do anything if I can't walk in my prosthetic. It's a lot of pain that I feel throughout my day. It can be very intense. Now I just put that balm over it and it will heal up much faster and it will let the callus recover. That's amazing. It is a total game changer. I am hooked. I'm just hooked.
Life is hard. KO makes it better. KOCBD.com.
All right. Again, special thanks to our friends over at KOCBD. Go check them out, KOCBD.com. Use the code TSB10, and I promise you will thank us later because it's life-changing. But, Corey, let's talk a little bit about a big fight we've got coming up at 175, man. We saw Bevo pull off the upset against one Mexican legend, future legend, future Hall of Famer. But now he's fighting another up-and-comer. Guys had a lot of buzz for a while. Zurdo Ramirez for the WBO title. Or is it WBA?
I'm not sure.
I think WBO. You talking 44-0. Zurdo Ramirez against Dimitri Bivol, coming fresh off an incredible performance that launched him into pound-for-pound rankings around the world. Man, I'm excited about this fight, dude. I'm excited about this fight because we've been talking for a long time that, Bivol looked great against Canelo, right? But the thing is, Canelo was a smaller guy, a much smaller guy. Hell, Canelo's a small 168. So seeing Bivol dominate Canelo, you were kind of supposed to do that, right? Kind of supposed to do that, but now he's going against somebody his own size with a pretty good skill set with some super high confidence. Zurdo's won four. He stopped his four opponents at 175. Dude, I'm ready for it. I think it's a hell of a test for both of these guys. Going to answer a lot of questions. What are your thoughts on it, bro?
Oh, I'm super excited about the fight. Especially seeing Bivol come off that extraordinary victory against Saul Canelo Alvarez and Gilberto Ramirez. Finally, he's been a name in boxing, but he's finally getting that momentous moment where he could really scratch the surface where everybody gonna know who he is, because Bivol got a lot of eyes on him right now. A lot of eyes, especially after beating the reigning, defending, pound for pound, #1 fighter in the world at the time in Canelo Alvarez, and the way he beat Canelo Alvarez. It's a lot of eyeballs on this fight. So I think Bivol's confidence at an all-time high. I think Gilberto Ramirez confidence is at an all-time high because when you look at Gilberto Ramirez, this is a guy who been wanting this fame. Bivol did this in a couple of fights. I done had 44 fights, and you got to start him over me, you know? So I think Gilberto Ramirez is hungry. I think he understands this moment, and I think he understands that he needs to capitalize, and I think Bivol do too. So that's why I think it's a clash of the Titans. I mean, we'll get to it later. Who I think gonna win the fight, but I think they both gonna be mentally ready for this fight.
You're right, bro. I still think everybody. You know, we got our boy Dwayne who calls Bivol he thinks the world of Bivol, and I think he's a hell of a fighter too. But again, you know, and he's got some great names on his resume. But Zurdo is super confident. Now I'm curious. All right, cool. We got our special guest is almost here. Zurdo's super confident, bro, and Zurdo's got the pride of Mexico on his back. Like you just brought down their hero, and so I feel like Zurdo's coming in with extra motivation. Like, you know, you just knocked off our Canelo. Now let me show you what picking on somebody your own size is going to look like. So I think that fight's going to do great numbers. I think the entire country of Mexico and then all the Bivol folks are going to be watching. And there's a lot of people, including us, who even though Bivol had a hell of a performance against Canelo, we still have him ranked lower than Beterbiev. Beterbiev kind of got that more of a fear factor. He's an angry guy, he's a heavier puncher, while Bivol's more of a technician, smart boxer. So,
but I think this right here, I think
I'm
Bivol,
about to agree with you about you
said. An impressive victory over Gilberto Ramirez, in my opinion, because Gilberto Ramirez has been the name. This dude has been successful for a long time, about years.
4 knockouts in a row, 175
But
too.
not only 175, but at 168, he's been successful for years. If Bivol could go in this fight, and I'm saying I know it's going to be a good fight because both of them are top echelon, but if he can go in this fight and we see that he beats this guy convincingly, that's when you really have to start moving him up the platter. Yeah, you instantly got on her beating the number. How can you not put Bivol on your pound-for-pound list, beating the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world who no one expected him to beat? How can you not put him on your list?
Here's my question for you, though. Zurdo's 44-0. Zurdo's got 4 knockouts in a row against other 175 fighters. You know, they don't obviously have the name. But what if Zurdo Ramirez comes out and just absolutely destroys Bivol? Are people gonna start talking about that? Puts him at 45-0 with 30. He's got 30 knockouts. I put him at 45-0, 31 knockouts, 5 victories away from the TBE Floyd Mayweather. Obviously, the competition in Mexico is a little bit different. But are people gonna start talking about Zurdo in a different manner if he comes out here and just destroys Bivol? Are you gonna start seeing him in the pound-for-pound conversation?
Oh, absolutely. This is his moment.
Yep.
This is Gilberto Ramirez's moment. He must show up and show out. Bivol had this moment. He understands what the biggest moment feel like. When you standing in front of a guy in Saul Canelo Alvarez and have to do all that the press conferences, you getting all these interviews, then you on that grand stage like Bivol was. Bivol understands this moment. Now this is the momentous moment from Ramirez where he needs to capitalize on this 100%. He must capitalize. If he don't got capitalized in a pit of his stomach where he understand he has to come in this fight, show up and show out. And if he does that, absolutely it put him right there because he's been a good fighter for years. He just haven't had that right fight that, like they say in music, that cross you over. And him fighting Bivol is a crossover moment for him.
Oh, and Bivol's a European star, bro. He's a European star. So not only is he going to cross over here in the United States to our audience, because obviously, like you said, Bivol has a lot of eyes on him right now, and everybody's holding him up because of what he did to Canelo. Do you think Bivol comes in a little overconfident because what he did to Canelo?
Absolutely.
You don't think so?
Absolutely not. No. You got to understand. I mean, who knows? Like you said, I don't think.
Huge, man.
Look, this is my opinion. I don't think so. But who knows? But my thing, the reason why I'm not gonna say he gonna do it because he's not a privileged American. I'm being honest, JJ.
Sure.
I'm just being honest. Coming from another country and
Having that
having it as
Russian
bad
background.
as a lot of other countries have, they have it in the pit of their stomach to want it more. Think about all the European fighters now. That's why they done caught up with the American fighters, because at once upon a time, the American fighters had that in the pit of their stomach, but it lost over time. The European fighters from across the pond, they never lost that. They had that, even wanted it more, because they always got the short end of the stick for years, where you had to come over here to the United States to fight if you wanted to make some money.
I feel you on that one, brother. I'm excited about it. Obviously, the premature pick right off the bat, without me just going in and fully studying it, I'm gonna, you think Bevo's gonna pull it off, but I'm not gonna make my official pick. I'm excited about the event. I'm excited that they made it happen. I'm excited for what happens after the fight, because you got Better BF sitting over there. I know we were supposed to talk about it last episode, but his fight got postponed because of an injury. But there's a lot of firepower in that division as well. So
Damn, this year, like this,
it's crazy, dog.
I know, but it could have been so perfect with Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford, just to cap everything.
Oh, yeah.
With the way these fights go in Bivol, I'm even excited about Canelo versus Triple G.
Yeah. It's
Like
been good.
seriously, JJ, like Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford could have been the biggest cap off. And like we was talking about yesterday, as you mentioned, talking about yesterday, as you mentioned, that Fury and Usyk is already looking for a date, possibly in December. How does that?
Yeah, bro. Hey, I'm good with Fury Usyk. That could be my Christmas gift too.
No,
But yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's not the gift.
It's not.
I mean, yeah. Look, that'll be very interesting, right?
Yeah.
Look, that's the thing right here. We say Tyson Fury could do everything. Like, is we still not putting respect on Usyk's name like that?
No.
I'm asking, is we still not putting respect on his name like that, JJ?
Dude, this is a perfect transition. I swear we didn't plan this, because I've had some things to say. But is Tay here yet?
He should be here shortly.
All right, cool. Because I'm gonna go. This is a perfect transition because I have my own little spit of shit over here, and I wanted to share it with you. I know we didn't really discuss it, but look. So it's time for TSB. A little bit of spit of shit. We had our the favorite ginger, boxing favorite ginger, came out and made some comments about his prediction about Fury Usyk, right? He comes out and says, and this is according to Michael Benson, he quoted him, it's going to be a good fight, but I think Fury is going to win because he has everything. I want you to follow me here, Corey. Canelo says Fury has everything. He has boxing skills and he has weight. So it's going to be different. So he's picking Fury. But the reason I think this is a shit is because in that same conversation, he's still open to the idea of fighting Usyk, a bigger fighter, a fighter with skills. So you follow me? He's saying Tyson Fury is going to beat Usyk because he's bigger and skillful, but he still wants to fight Usyk, who's bigger and skillful. The thought of Canelo fighting Usyk is absurd. I said it on our very first episode.
If he do that.
If Canelo fights Usyk with no stipulations or anything like that, I will go and get me a Canelo tattoo right here on my thigh, because it's not happening. But I feel like Canelo's kind of doing the.
Why he capping like that, Jay?
Is he doing the Floyd Mayweather where he's stealing the thunder?
Yeah,
everybody's getting attention.
Yeah, he capping now, bro. Like he want everybody thunder now, Jay. Cause dude, you couldn't even beat Bivol. Bivol had you on the ropes. Like you still talking about Usyk? Shut up.
Here, read the quote. He says, "It's difficult, but I don't care. I like that kind of challenge. It's going to be difficult, I know, but I love boxing." And I love being in that kind of situation. What kind of getting your ass whooped? You love being in that situation? That's silly to me that he picked Fury because Fury's bigger and skillful, but he wants to fight Usyk, who's bigger and skillful. It don't make no damn sense to me.
And that's what bothers me too. In the same breath, he said, I won't fight Bivol no more if he lose.
Oh, you got yourself a shit too?
No, and then he said, I won't fight Gilberto Ramirez because he's my countryman. I'm like, damn, Canelo, I done seen you fought a lot of Mexican fighters. So what? I'm like, Canelo, excuse me, Saul, you drinking too much Hennessy? Have you forgot about your 50, 60 plus record you got of fighters? I done seen you fight other Mexican fighters. So now, all of a sudden, you don't want to fight your own countryman? If I'm Gilberto Ramirez, I feel insulted.
100%, bro.
I call him out on that. Like, no. Canelo, what you mean you don't want to fight me? So, I forgot the famous boxer whoever said it where, like, if you say you my friend, well, then let's fight and let's make this money.
Tyson said it.
Yeah.
Tyson said it to Charlo.
No. Somebody else was saying that, like,
bugs in here.
Someone else was saying that, like, if you my friend, show me you really my friend and fight me so we can make this money together. So, Canelo, you talking about he your countryman. Gilberto Ramirez could give a damn about you being his countryman. Like, if you really got love for him, help him get the biggest payday of his life. You help Caleb Plant get $8 million. What's popping, fam?
That's crazy to me, man. I think that's Canelo's way of saying I got no business at 175. So what he's doing is just clearing the way for it. Like, I'm not gonna fight Bivol. Hey, no, I think we got. Hey, do you got the card? Do you got the card, bro? Huh?
I got the card. You can go and start.
All right, cool. Well, I got our special guest here, and we're about to walk him up to the 9th floor of Hello Studios out here in Dallas. Much thanks to these people. They've been lovely with us, setting us up, and giving us pretty much our own stomping grounds out here. So much love to the folks at Hello Studios out here in Dallas, Texas. And we hope to have many, many more guests, but we've got our first guest coming up, Mr. Tay Money Slay. Now, let's talk a little bit about Tay Money. Tay Money is a 9-time national champion. He's 3-0, up-and-coming prospect. Kid's got skills, so look out for him, and we're very, 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 very excited to have him. Want to show you a little bit about Tay Money's skill set. So let's just follow along and watch what we got from Tay. Let's see what we got here. You don't want that work, Tay? If you never boxed before, if you're new to the sport, it takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of gut to go to the body, to have a skilled, to have an intentional attack to the body, because a lot of times you're leaving yourself open for a big shot when you go down to the body. It takes, for me, the liver shot is the best shot in boxing. I know everybody loves them crazy knockouts where people's heads spin and the mouthpiece goes out and there's spit going everywhere and you lose a tooth. But for me, the best shot in boxing is the body shot, the liver shot that absolutely paralyzes. You know, we were talking about Bernard Hopkins earlier. De La Hoya, as a boxer, not so much the promoter, Oscar De La Hoya was my favorite boxer after Mike Tyson. My second favorite boxer. But when Bernard Hopkins knocked him out with that liver shot and De La Hoya was just punching the ground because he couldn't get up, to me, that is the most perfectly placed shot in boxing. It's the prettiest. It's the most technical, I think, because like I said, it takes a real skilled technician. Watch Tay Money in sparring. Keep in mind, you're wearing bigger gloves. Keep in mind, these guys, he's your teammates. You're helping each other out when you're sparring. It's like a scrimmage. It's like practice. You're not out there trying to kill the guy. Watch what I'm talking about. Okay? There you go. And then underneath that, right underneath that. There you go. Oh, nice. You okay? There you go. And then underneath that, right underneath that. There you go. Oh, nice. Okay. He's on his way up right now. We're about to let him in. Welcome, get his mic set up, or everything set up, but give us 2 seconds. We got to play a quick commercial, and we will be right back as soon as Tay's up here. Give me a quick second, and we will talk to Mr. Slade.
We all have battles. We fight. We train. We work. We persevere. And we celebrate. We are all one.
I can't do anything if I can't walk in my prosthetic. It's a lot of pain that I feel throughout my day. It can be very intense. Now I just put that balm over it and it will heal up much faster and it will let the callus recover. That's amazing. It is a total game changer. I am hooked. I'm just hooked.
Life is hard. KO makes it better. KOCBD.com.
There he goes, Mr. Corey
Man, shout
Bradshaw.
out to everybody down here from that 214 to across the pond. We have to take a brief intermission. We got Kentavias, Tay Money Slay coming up shortly. 9-time national champion.
Number one amateur for
Number
long
one
time.
in the nation. Like 3-0 as a professional. We was in Las Vegas, Nevada, and they was asking us, what Kentavias Slay got popping?
Yeah, we sure
We
was.
all the way in the 702, and they talking about him down there. What's popping?
It was great, bro, because, you know, he's 3-0, right? You know, and you know, there's a lot of people who only talk about the big names, but they were asking about Kentavias, and then you were like, you mean Tay Money?
Yeah, I'm
You
like,
mean Tay Money?
Because like, this the thing right here. You go
that
ahead and get
camera
shit
on
up. This is the thing right here.
What's up, bro? Welcome to the show.
So sit right there, Tay Money.
Yeah.
And you sit right there beside them. Yeah, put them headphones on. Yeah. So now I got it on Tay Money. Everybody can see Tay Money. We got Tay Money. We got Jay Sean in the building. So look, this is crazy right here. We wailing a 702.
Hell yeah.
Las Vegas, Nevada. Right? They say, what's up with Kentavias Slay? I say, who? Because I don't know him by Kentavias Slay. I didn't know him by that. I knew him as Tay Money. Like when I first met Tay Money, he was in the gym with the twins, and he was over there with my boy Hitman Hawkins, you know, all of them. So I knew him as Lil Tay Money. They always told me Tay Money was that national champ. They say, you know, he was the was gonna bring everything to fruition. And being in Las Vegas, them screaming his name, I know this guy was the truth. So everybody from the 214 to across the pond, give Kentavias Tay Money Slay
What's
a
poppin'?
big old hand clap for that.
What's Bob and Tay? Mr. Undefeated, bro. What's going on with you, brother?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Chilling, man. So tell us, Tay, what's been up, man? I see you in the gym all the time working.
Yeah.
So tell me, what you been doing working? You 3-0 now as a pro. Tell me, what's the difference before we start? From being an amateur and now you're a pro. What's the big difference? What was the biggest hurdle for you, sir?
The biggest hurdle?
You can be honest. We
mean-
real on here. If there's no hurdle, just say that too. Oh yeah, there's your camera right over there too, Tay.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, without the headgear and
You can
smaller
look back and
gloves,
forth with you.
that's the big difference. That's
Yeah.
really the biggest difference. Really the only big difference.
That was the only big difference?
No headgear and smaller
Yeah.
gloves.
Tell me, like, how was the confidence? You being a 9-time national champion, going to the pros. Tell me, was your confidence at an all-time high, or was it still a little nervousness in the pit of your stomach, knowing that you was finna graduate
Yeah.
to the pro ranks?
It was a little nervousness, but with all that, that really helped me though.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, it's not easy to win a national, you know. So that really it give me a lot of confidence.
Bro, I saw you yesterday, and I don't know if it was I don't know if it was on your stories, but you know, Floyd Mayweather was in town, right? And you went out to visit him.
Yeah,
He
it was yesterday.
he opened up the new Mayweather gym in Cedar Hill, Texas. But I saw a real quick glimpse of you when he was on the treadmill, and he was on, it almost looked like you were watching him in admiration. So when you see somebody like Floyd, obviously, you know, Floyd is Floyd. Floyd's TBE, pretty boy, money, all of that. And it looked like you were either admiring him, it looked like you were thinking something. When you look up to somebody being undefeated right now, having all the accolades this young, are you already thinking that could be me? Or are you thinking, damn, that's way too hard to do? What's the thought process seeing somebody like that, you know, where you are right now in your career, brother?
I mean, when I was watching him yesterday, that was like motivation, really, because you know how he brought all the people out. Like,
Oh, yeah, man.
It was like motivation. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to get that.
Yeah, like watching Floyd, ain't that like a
It was
it's a different feeling,
yeah, it was different
especially
feeling,
you being a young boxer.
It was really like some motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I seen him, I'm like, man, he brought all these people out. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Did you get to talk to him at all?
Nah, I
No, you
ain't
didn't
really
talk to him?
You know, the one thing that I admire about you, you a young boss, and I like that. When the way I see you move into where it's a lot of fighters around you, a lot of your partners around you. I see you always pushing and promoting them like your guy Jay Sean. Like I said, I always see Jay Sean on your story. So tell me that about the close bond.
The camera on Jay.
Oh, he good. So tell me about the close bond you and your youngins who coming up under you? Because you like what's your motto? You say you the hood
Like the hero, really.
the hero. Yeah, so tell me, like, how is that to have these other guys watching you? What don't that motivate you
Yeah,
even
it's like
more?
motivation. Like I want to open the door for them.
Yeah.
That's really what I'm doing it for, to show them that they could do it. Really give them confidence, because they see me, like they tell me all the time, like they look up to me.
Yeah.
So it's like they see me do it, it show them like they could do it. So that's why I keep him around me, you know, motivate him, keep him there.
Yeah, I be seeing your Instagram be popping. You know, like when you start to get that notoriety,
Hell yeah.
you're starting to pop. So tell me, Tay Money, because you know you could be a star in boxing, but I see your Instagram get thousands and thousands of views, right? So
Give me some of that.
is it easy to get? Have you caught yourself getting lackadaisical, knowing that you're getting this new? You know, I was saying down here in Texas, they say the stars at night are big and bright.
clap.
Deep in the heart. So the stars and the lights are shining bright on you right now. In your short career, and it's okay because we are human. Have you felt yourself with that lackadaisical moment? And if you did, what did you do to get that feeling away from you?
That's what you mean, like
Like, have you caught yourself just, you know, with all this new press on you? Our first guest in the studio, I said, we got to get Tay Money in here. Like, you was made to order. So this the type of attention that I'm talking about. You getting this new attention where we want Kentavias Slay in the building. Everybody watching you with these thousands of views. Have you caught yourself getting lackadaisical, you know?
Nah, not really, because I'm not, to me, I'm not even like as big as like where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, it's regular, like same routine to me.
Regular. Okay, hold up. So I be scrolling up your articles, Tay Money. That's not regular to me. When I see thousands of views, my boy be on there doing this thing with Marvelous Jarvis. I want to talk about that too.
Yeah.
I be seeing you on there with Marvelous Jarvis. It seems like y'all got a connection to where is he a guy who's going forward going to be in your camp? Because I see, I'm asking because I see y'all working, doing them combination, and it looks like it fits. So I'm asking you, is Marvelous a guy who is around the camp now with you?
I mean, right now, yeah, he helping me out.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't gonna say too much on that though.
Okay.
But yeah, he helping me out though.
So do you have plans, or do you know when your next fight gonna be? Or is it just you just training every day?
Just training, staying ready.
Listen, man, that's when, because, you know, we've all been your age before, bro. And I'll tell you, the last thing I wanted to do is dedicate myself to anything at that age. And that's what I want to know the mindset of a kid. And when I say kid, I don't want you to think, oh, I'm trying to, like, talk down on you. You're a kid, bro. And kids right now, kids at this age are talking about partying, talking about drinking, talking about all these girls, all these things.
Jesus.
That are ultimate.
My sperm count was on 100 million thousand.
Hell yeah.
20
Just
years
shooting
old.
volcanoes.
Hold up, get over here in my scorpion voice. That's how I was
Bro.
doing.
So that's what, bro, like I look at my kids. My son is 15. He'll be about to be 16. And it's just hard to see him give a damn about anything, let alone eating right, let alone sweating and not kicking it with your homies. Like, I want to know this. What is the motivation? And there's no wrong answer here. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? What's that motivation that keeps you doing what other kids your age ain't doing, bro? I'm really curious. I really want to know this.
Yeah, me too.
The motivation.
Yeah. Is it the...
Okay, like in my hometown when I was younger, I used to see like people that I used to see when I was little. I see them now, they like in the same place, just hanging around drinking and partying every Friday. They work through the week, party on Friday. I'm like, nah, I ain't trying to be like that.
Man.
That's really what motivates me. So I'm like, man. So when I see that, it's like, nah, I can't do that.
So tell me, you fight at 108, right?
108, 112.
108, 112. What you say your weight is right now?
Like 114.
Is that a hard cut weight for you? Is it easy for you to make that weight?
Yeah, it's easy.
So, with you, I know it's early in your career, but you look like you could go up to at least what is the max that you think by the time your career over with that you possibly could touch in weight?
I see myself fighting at 122 probably at the end.
Okay, another thing I want to say. I seen a picture with you with Dallas Finest and Earl the Truth Spence Jr. Tell me how motivating that is to see a guy like that to come from where he come from. Y'all got kind of similar backgrounds, kind of grew up.
Yeah.
You like horses?
Yeah,
You like horses?
Y'all got similar backgrounds. When I look at both of y'all stories, it's like y'all came up the same way. So how inspirational is seeing a guy like Earl Spence Jr., like the king of the welterweight division, where everybody talking about him every day? I seen you in the gym with him. How inspirational is that?
No, it's very inspirational. It just showed me that, like he basically showed me like he made me want to go get it. Like that's where I want to be. Something like that. He ain't got to worry about nothing. He's set.
Set.
That's what I'm saying. He's set. He ain't got to clock in nothing.
But he still got that hunger to get up every day.
Yep.
So when I seen that picture, did you guys do a couple of rounds with each other?
Yeah, we did a couple rounds.
How'd that go, man?
No, it was good work. He real smart though. So he adjusted to my speed really.
Yeah. I see. The one thing I like about you fighting, your hand speed. But see, it ain't about your hand speed is when you go into the head. It's your hand speed when you go into the body.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
God.
So-
your setup game is like immaculate the way you bring them into them body punches.
Hey, on that note, so before you came up here today, we were showing video of you, and matter of fact, I want to show you the screen. And I want you to walk us through this, all right, bro? Because I got three clips of you. First one's just you working, bro.
I'm looking at that screen right there.
No, that screen's not gonna pull it up. It'll be here on the computer, all right? You don't want that work, Tay?
To see somebody just trotting around.
Bro, no, you scared the hell out. Listen, I'm about 100 pounds bigger than you. Watching this, I was like, oh, shit. Like, dog, watching stuff like this makes me not want to talk shit to anybody ever.
And if you look at them, they some nice. I was just telling them that in the elevator. I said, you would never look like, and I'm not trying to stereotype. When you look at fighters, you don't look at fighters to be the pretty boy guys, but you see a lot of pretty boy guys who are fighters. When I look at Kentavias, Tay Money Slay, and when I look at Josh, I don't see them as I would if I was a normal person walking down the street. Look at Jay Sean got the $1 million smile.
Hell yeah, bro.
How old are you, Jay Sean?
15.
15.
Oh my goodness.
JJ, think of a little 15-year-old think he tough. Walking down the street, just bump Jay Sean. Like, God.
Hell yeah. End up whooping me and my son there.
It's different. Let me talk to you real quick, Jay Sean. You up under Tay Money. He supports you a lot. Tell me what you take away from everything you see what Tay Money doing right now.
Well, he don't just motivate me in boxing, like in life. Like as a big brother, he teach me what to do with the girls and what not to. Boxing, teach me moves. He take me to spar every Tuesdays. He motivate me to get up. So that's what I take from him.
So how long have this relationship been going on with you guys? How long y'all been around each other?
I said about 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years. What made you want to take Jay Sean under your wing, Tay Money? You just mentioned to me. I see him a lot. You said 2-time national champ?
Mm-hmm.
So what did you see in him?
Right? Yeah,
What did you see in him early? Because you know, you a 9-time national champ. So it's a difference when I'm talking to Tay Money. Like, he done been on the highest level. Like, when you win a national champ, that's from the 214 around America, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a different asset that you could see in talent. When you was watching Jay Sean, what stood out special about him?
It was always like he always acted above his age. Like he was always like he more mature than like the average 15-year-old. So it's like I don't know. We was just from the beginning just close.
Yeah, and that's a good
And he
thing.
listen. He know how to listen.
And that's what I love about you. Like every time I'm scrolling through my articles, I see Tay Money with a young fighter or rooting on for fighters, always putting post up of even just different fighters or giving quotes. I like some real you said too. You know, I liked it. And I think I was scrolling up my articles about 2 or 3 months ago, and Tay Money said he put up there a quote like, if you my partner or something, you know, don't follow my girl or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's some real G shit. Like if like we partners, you know, like whoop-de-whoop. And I can respect that though, because you got a lot of guys who be thirsty out here. Like what what you looking at?
What you trying to
Yeah,
see?
he got the bro.
I'm like, what you trying to see?
What you trying
And
to
that
say?
takes, bro, it takes years to develop that kind of sensitivity to, all right, that's a red flag right there. That's a red flag right there. You know, and just talking to you already, there's loads of maturity. So that's huge, dog. That's huge because not only are you an example to other kids, bro, it's important for you. Trust me when I say it's important to learn as much, and as shitty as it is to say, you're going to fall. You know, you're going to have hard times, but it's important that you have these people around you. You keep these good people around you, dude. And that's what my next question was going to be. We've seen people who have all the talent in the world, right? All the potential, all the future, national champions, all that. Do you see them, and are you taking mental notes? Like, I don't want to throw away my God-given skills. How are you managing that, bro? Like, do you have any examples that stay in your head to where I'm going to stay on the right track because I don't want to do what that guy did? In terms of throwing away your God-given ability, because that's what it is, brother.
Because you coming to that point, Tay Money. Like you coming to that point, like you a high decorated amateur fighter, starting off with an immaculate pro record, 3-0. The attention is getting different, and you can't tell me that it ain't getting different.
Nah,
it is.
You
so how you gonna be able to, like he say, push everything else?
But just be smart about it. You don't even got to push it away. You got to be smart
because
about
you know it's coming. Like you know it's coming. You're gonna have all type of snakes, type of people around you who act like they for you, but ain't really for you. Have you been able to weed? Have you found some snakes and?
I already deal with it. I deal with it. I already been through that. Like, it's crazy. I already went through some stuff like that. So it's like, I got through it. You know, you just gotta watch it. When people talking, you just gotta like figure them out. See what's their motive. Like, what's the motive? Like, I'm trying. People they talk fast to mess your head up, but you just gotta know what the motive is. Figure out the motive when you're talking to somebody.
Yeah, because jealousy is real, and when I look at your amateur career, it's more immaculate than a lot of amateurs around here in the city, and I stand on that. So tell me, because you probably came up with a lot of the same guys, right? Have you seen a lot of the same guys act different because they ain't make it to your level or at the level you're at right now where we was in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
We didn't bring you up. The boxing voice.
100% facts, bro.
Danny.
100% facts.
They said, what's up with Kentavias Slay? So people talking about you waiting to say more too. So have you have people who you came up with in the amateurs, who you see that jealousness
couple
from?
people, like, when you
You're
start...
gonna say nothing. I mean, I ain't saying nothing.
I ain't gonna say, yeah. But, like, when you start winning, it's like, they look at you different. They discredit certain stuff you do. It's like, it's always something. It's never like, they always got something bad to say.
Hey, hold on. So, Al Money 231, one of the good friends of the show, says, Tay Money, you got a new fan that will be tuned in. I'm checking for you. See what I mean, man? And I didn't get to finish my last piece right here. Check out this body work, bro. But I want y'all to listen, because he listens to instructions. Listen to instructions. Somebody says, get up on under there immediately. So y'all listen. And then the very first words after the knockout is, oh, that was nasty. Listen to this. Hold on. I want y'all to listen. Hold on.
There you go. And then underneath that, right underneath that. There you go.
Oh, nasty. You okay?
There you go. And then underneath that, right underneath that. There you go.
Oh, nasty. You okay?
There you go. And then underneath that, right underneath that.
Okay. Takes to land that shot is you listening, man. You're listening. You're coachable, which is huge. Again, I want to know these things because I was a stubborn ass kid in my industry and it wasn't boxing. But I want to know how do you keep your ego in check? Because we all got a little bit of ego, especially when you're national champion, especially when you're undefeated. Bro, hey, Canelo got more losses than you. I don't know if you know, bro. But how do you keep learning? Like, how do you tell your coach? How do you keep that idea from your head saying, no, you don't know what the hell you're talking about? Yeah.
Naturally, I'm just a humble guy, though.
Okay.
So
I
it's
can tell, man. That's
it's
great.
not like, I don't know. Like, I don't try to throw what I did in people's faces. I'm just humble.
Yeah, but being humble and like nobody don't like. Yeah, people teach you, but you got to get up and run their mouths. You got to get in the ring and spar them rounds.
Yeah.
You got to do all the road work. And it comes to a point in a fighter career where they understand that because when you have so many people looking up over you for so long, when you get grown, they don't understand that you're a grown man now. So let me ask you that. Did you have that problem when you was a youngster coming up? And then as you got older, you're a grown man now. 17, 18, you're a grown man. Did you have that problem with people not respecting your mind, that knowing that your eye could see stuff a little differently, not as being older?
No, see, like, say like a coach tell me something, and I try it, but if I feel like it ain't working, I'm gonna go with what I think. So it's like I really make more of my own decisions now. So it's like that's really.
And what age did you start boxing, Tay Money?
When I was 9.
9 years old, and you are the age of 20 right now, right? 11 years strong. Tell me, what was the lowest moment in your boxing career? What was the lowest moment? Was it like your first loss, or was it the first time what was the lowest moment?
Nah, my first 2 fights I lost.
Okay.
Then I turned up, so I ain't gonna say that was my lowest moment. I was probably when I think I was like 15, 16. And I started playing basketball and trying to box at the same time. And that's when I lost. Like, most of my losses came from that age right there.
Yeah.
So that was probably my lowest.
Did you ever have the moments where you were thinking like this ain't for me, or did them losses? And there ain't no wrong answer here, because people need to watch. There's kids watching you right now, bro, who have lost, and maybe they're going through something, and maybe they're like, man, this ain't for me. Did you have those moments where you were doubting it, and who pushed you? What pushed you? What was that motivation?
Yeah, I had the moments. I was like, I lost. I was like, man, I'm finna quit, and I stopped. And then, but it's like once you boxing, it's like the urge to get in. It's like a drug. It's the urge to get back in there. Once you seeing everybody, you like, nah, I gotta get back. But I had my dad, my mom. They was like, nah, you can't just. I thought to myself like, I can't just let everything go. I'm too good for that.
Yeah.
So that's when I got back. So I ain't let that loss just, tear me down. I just came back.
Man, that's crazy, bro. Now listen, you're 20.
But I feel like everybody go through that.
Hell
like,
yeah.
All boxers like man, I'm finna quit.
Bro,
like, nah.
We were just talking about that, dude. Yeah. How to accept a loss and how to respond from it. And it's a big part of growth, dude. We were literally talking about that before you got here. But I want to know, like, what because boxing don't last forever, right? Boxing's not gonna last forever. And if you're fortunate enough, you're gifted enough, you're disciplined enough, you can make it last long. But what's outside of boxing for you, bro? What are your hobbies? What are what you got going on outside of that?
I like dogs. I like animals.
Oh, he do like
I
dogs.
seen
like
it on his
animals.
Instagram.
That's what I'm. Is that your litter?
Yeah.
Is that your litter? Or dog? Like he look like what type of litter is that?
Oh, I got French Bulldog
Man, they beautiful,
Frenchies, bro.
JJ.
Them Frenchies
They
are gorgeous.
beautiful.
and English Bulldog, and I got some pits.
What made you get into dogs?
I don't know. I always had them when I was younger. Like in a family, I was the one taking care of them. Like we get a family dog, I was the one taking care of them. So it's just I don't know. I don't
know if is there any other fighters in your family, like in the boxing, been on the boxing level. So how does it feel to know that you the baddest man in your
Actually,
family?
in my where I'm from, I'm the only one.
So, but like,
So are you from Mesquite?
I'm from Corsicana.
Oh, okay,
the
all right, cool.
903.
Okay, damn,
Yep.
all right.
Yeah. So, but how does that feel to know, like, like he is like when he walk into a family event, everybody know Tay Money is the baddest man in the room. Like, how does that feel? Like, I know you ain't gonna, like you're humble and you're not gonna do that. But how does it feel to know that you Mr. Nobody can't touch you on your worst day? Like, how does that feel, bro?
I feel good. I ain't gonna lie, I feel good. Just knowing like you that guy.
And really, that guy, like, going into it for JJ, that's that Superman. That's that superhero type stuff that I'm talking about. Knowing that you the baddest man in the play. Like, I had this moment with Terrence Crawford. You remember at the Virgil Ortiz?
I wish y'all had seen it, guys.
You know,
what happened?
So he came in there, he spotted me. Cuz gone. Look me up and down. That was one of them, like, that was one of them moments when you got the number one pound for pound at the moment because we don't got the number one, but he one of the best fighters in the world right now. Yeah. And he come in there, he recognized
everybody
you,
saw it, bro.
And he looked you up
everybody.
And down. But that was the longest 15 seconds of my life. but look. I mean, I know I can't beat Terrence Crawford up, but trust me, I wasn't finna run, and I ain't looking to fight or nothing. And my big ass gonna try to grab him.
Hell yeah, bro. That's a
do what I can, but I understand, like, bro, the number one pound for pound fighter, Tay Money, the best fighter in his family, in his city where he from. That's like a super hit. Like when you say you the hero, bro, that's you really living that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think right now, fighters.
Hold on, I got a question.
Go ahead.
When he walked in the room, what was you thinking?
I was just like, oh, you know how we do. Oh shit! I ain't know because you know you gotta understand. He walked in. I'm like, what's up, Mighty Mo? So I see him coming in. Like, what's up? Because I want him to see me because I wanted to interview. I wanted to ask him, why do you have this earth-sized ego, Terrence Crawford, where you think you're bigger than what you are? He didn't want to talk to me though.
He didn't want to talk to you. He just wanted to give you that look from head to toe. He analyzed Mr. IOTBA, bro.
I don't know. Like,
hey, but listen, the next day, right? The next day, Corey couldn't come with me. We were covering the Virgil fight. And Terrence was just doing what Terrence does, just sitting on the bench all by himself outside of the hotel. So I went up to him, and I'm just trying to, I'm thinking about the company. I'm thinking about us. I don't want no bad blood. I don't want it to think it's personal. I go up and talk to Terrence. But first words he says, I don't fuck with Corey. First word he says. I was like, bro, I didn't even ask. I was trying to say hello, sir. And so part of me is like, man, that's kind of cool. But man, and at the end of the day, dog, it's just like, man, we get criticized for calling it like we see it, bro. Like, damn, I think Terry Crawford a hell of a fighter. Corey does too. We had him number one on our pound for pound.
I do. But I guess I got a certain
you
tone.
think you got a little tone, don't you?
I know how to ruffle.
How long y'all been following this guy? How long you know Corey?
How old was you, Tay Money? Like you was like
I was like a baby.
He was like a.
I was probably like 10, 11.
Yes.
11 probably, yeah.
So, yeah, he got a little tone, right? That's his certain little tone.
Like, bro, it's just crazy seeing him as a grown man. Now, when you used to see this little bitty kid in there punching hard as like, bro.
That's so damn funny, bro.
You used to see this little bitty kid punching hard, fighting hard, bro. But,
Hey, but going on that, though, dog, like, are you – because I've seen fighters who kind of got forced into the sport, don't really like the sport. Somebody comes to mind is like Nonito Donaire early in his career didn't particularly care for the sport, but he was still damn good at it. Yeah. Do you follow the sport religiously? Do you have your favorite fighters? Like what's that? Or do you? Is it just business for you? What's that like for you?
Yeah, I follow the sport. I got this couple fighters I like. Yeah.
Have you seen our pound for pound list? And what are your thoughts about it?
I actually like this our pound for pound list.
You hear that?
I think it was one of the most accurate.
You hear that?
I liked that.
Yeah, he liked our pound for pound list. Straight from the horse's mouth, man. Anything that stood out where you'd be like, no, that needs to get fixed. What?
Hold up, can y'all pull it up right quick?
Yeah, we'll pull it up.
I remember
quick.
seeing. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up real quick.
But before we pull it up, I know you said basketball was that was. Yeah. Tell me, be honest with me. Did you love basketball more than boxing at one point?
At one point, yeah.
At one point, it's like you want to be a hooper.
I was like, man, I'm trying to play basketball.
So let me ask you this though: when did you know that you was the truth? in boxing? Like, you know you got to go through your trials and tribulations, but what age did you know that you was the truth? When you be like, oh, wait, I got some. When you was looking at yourself in the mirror and was like, I'm the truth. Like, what age was that? I'm like, see, like, JJ, I ain't gonna lie to you. My second year doing radio, I told him, I'm Mr. D boy, can't touch me on my worst day. I knew I was that guy.
Yeah.
Like, the second year I knew I was that guy. Like, I knew it and still know that I was that guy because there ain't nobody who could circulate from the 214 to across the pond and go to any arena and don't get recognized like Mr. 214. I know TBA do. But what age did you know that you was that guy?
I think I was like 10 or 11.
And when
I
you
fought at this national tournament, and it was. I think I was like, I don't know. It was like my first open. I fought at a tournament, right?
Mm-hmm.
And me and this kid was like, they was like saying like he had like 50 belts and he was like 60-2, stuff like that. He won like 40 fights in a row. And I'm a kid. And we fought. He was crying. He really mentally he quit. Like, but they was like making bets like, he gonna stop. They was saying he was gonna stop me and stuff.
Ooh.
And when I beat him, it was like, man, this what they was talking about. And I just, so that's when I knew I was like 11.
So was that always in you?
You were 11?
I was 11.
Bro, kids are watching.
Crazy,
bro. 11 years old to have that fight. That's why I
cartoon.
told you it takes a crazy ass, almost a psychopath, bro, to sign up to do what y'all do. Because you have to sign up to get hit upside the damn head, to want to whoop somebody's ass just for that. You were 11 years old, dude. 11 years old. And it takes a certain DNA.
Was you always fighting like as a kid? Like, was you always tough? Like, was you always like a tough kid? Like when you started school, can you remember? Like, did you always have that toughness about you?
I really had to be, cause my dad, he was like hard. He was tough, like hard on me. Like when I was playing football, like I was going up against the hardest hitters, everything. Like so I had to be really.
I'm talking about I'm talking about not like tough like that,
about
but like did you always have that edge where you wanted to fight? Like like you know how you be outside playing and somebody playing basketball, somebody foul you too hard and you be like, don't foul me hard like that no more. Then they do it again. They think you playing.
Nah, I was more like I don't know. I usually let a lot slide till you take it too far. So I wasn't really like I ain't really had
So
no
you
bad
just always
attitude.
just been
I
like
was
cool,
just
calm, and
yeah.
collective.
Yeah.
That's crazy to see how much of an assassin you is, because you are really an
shit.
assassin. Like when you inside that square circle, you going there to put damage upon your opponent. Like to see how you a savage, it's kind of crazy to know that you was this cool, calm, and collective. Well, let me ask you, Jay Sean, was you cool, calm, and collective, or was you a fighter growing up? Because like you psycho too. To want to, like, and we respect the psychos because we love the sport of boxing. But like you said, it got to be something about you that make you want to fight, bro. You got to really have that in you.
Yeah, you gotta have it in you for sure. But it was just naturally in me, like, want to fight. So.
Was you fighting when you was a kid?
That's the list right there we talking about.
What you mean by fight? Like street
Like,
fighting?
did you always was tough, like wanted to fight?
That's why I got put in boxing.
Yeah.
I always wanted to fight. They put me in it.
Who put you in boxing?
My mom.
Your mom?
Your mama did?
Your mama put you in boxing.
No, cause I was at a basketball game.
Okay.
And it was like a boxing gym. And I was looking inside there. And she was like, you want to box? And I was like, yeah. First 3 months, I had my first fight.
Wow. So was you good instantly?
Yeah, I was good. They got this little beginner class and the advanced class.
Mm-hmm.
But I was you about to stay in the beginner class for about like 2 months to see if you ready or not.
How long was you in it?
I was in it for 2 weeks, a week or two, and they pulled me like, oh yeah, he good.
Yeah, you too good to be here.
Yeah, they stayed on me, and I had my first fight, 2-3 months, won. I think I went like 21-0. Yeah.
So you was 21-0 before you lost a fight?
Yeah, I had fought in Golden Gloves. I had to.
Oh, I was hosting that Golden Gloves.
Yeah.
My big old black bird. Look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like when they come to boxing, like around here, it's like 95% Mexican people who box. It's more Mexicans who box than blacks. In my fact or fiction? And like for them to want my big back burlesque, that's when I knew I was the truth in this boxing shit. That's when I knew I was the truth.
My family sure does love him. Mexican love everybody, bro. Yeah, Mexican love Correa. I mean, what I meant to say. But you seen the list. He wanted because we got a few minutes left. But I wanted to talk about that pound for pound list because he's agreeing with us, and we've been taking I took a beating. We took not too bad a beating.
Hold up. So what most people say?
Bro, here's a problem, bro. People have problem with. Okay, obviously you have the emotional Crawford and Spence fans if obviously we know we're gonna deal with that, but people don't know in a way. People don't really what has Usyk done is what we've been hearing a lot of. So what are your thoughts on that? You got any disagreements with where we put anybody there, bro? This echo sound weird. Okay, cool.
Nah, I don't really see nothing wrong with it.
See that?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't like the.
But I feel like if Tyson Fury was still like boxing, he'd be over Usyk. Skill wise.
And here's the thing, bro. Yeah, skill wise, absolutely doesn't. Bro, I mean,
because
the guy
like
can
I
box
say, it's
like
the reason why we put Usyk because he was a former undisputed cruiserweight champion, and now he went up to heavyweight. He got 3 belts and a Ring Magazine belt. Like it's hard to put a heavyweight as pound for pound, but. Like you say, Fury, like we did have Fury on our pound for pound list.
Yeah, we have Fury on there for a minute.
But what Usyk just done did, like.
What do you think's gonna happen with Fury Usyk if it goes down?
I got Fury.
Yeah, right. You have to, right? I mean, Usyk's got all the talent in the world, but
real quick, another fight. Everybody want to see it. Terrence Crawford versus Earl Spence. I mean, we know we from the Metroplex. Who you got in that fight? And why? I mean, you be on the inside square circle. You see things better than a lot of people see. You could tell when a guy's setting up his jab or the way he move his feet. You can give us a better breakdown. But who do you got winning that fight and why?
It's really up in the air, but I got Spence.
Okay.
Like late. I think he gonna put it off in the later rounds.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Like I tell people this all the time.
But it ain't gonna be easy.
Yeah, when you hear people say he gonna wash them, none of them are gonna wash them.
It ain't gonna be easy.
No, it ain't gonna be easy. Like I tell people this. Me and Earl Spence, we had our problems. Was Mr. RTBA being malicious? Yes, I was. When you in your feelings about something, you're definite to say some things that be malicious. But I never thought that Terrence Crawford could beat Earl Spence. And this is my key factor. When it comes to defensively responsible, when I look at a guy like Earl Spence, he's not going to put himself in position to where he's not responsible with his defense. We've seen that numerous times with Terrence Crawford. Like, I love the dog in Terrence Crawford, but when Terrence Crawford get hit, instead of him fundamentally putting himself back in the right position to get that shot, Terrence Crawford just come forward. Ooh, I want my lick back.
Yeah,
they both got that. They both got that.
That's why I think he gonna mess up at.
Yeah,
he gonna stay right there, and he gonna get hit with the wrong thing.
And then, like, people don't give Earl Spence enough. It's nobody in boxing who cuts off the ring better than Earl Spence. I tell kids, even young pro fighters, I tell you, watch Earl Spence footwork, and that's in you, Tay Money, of cutting off the ring. Watch his footwork in the way he cut off the ring. Them body punches, everybody talking about, we seen Terrence Crawford do this and that. Yeah, because people done made him do that.
Yeah.
Nobody's made Earl do nothing different.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen it. And that's a hell of a point that I heard him come up with. He came up with that point because, we're on the Boxing Voice, and I said this. Just because you got more tools doesn't mean, because I give Bud the slight edge, bro, like 51-49. I won't be surprised at all if Spence wins. And it's simply because of the toolbox. I think Crawford has a little bit more, but Correa made a hell of a point.
You say you get an edge too?
I give it a tiny fucking insignificant edge.
Yeah,
exactly. But I want to see it happen. But Correa made a hell of a point. Nobody's forced Spence to dig inside that toolbox yet. And it's a hell of a point.
No,
we haven't seen it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people talking about, oh, you ain't seen him do this. Well, who done made him stop doing his game plan and what he do? Let's talk about that.
Right now, because we're running low on time.
I'm just saying, though. But you say you got Spence slightly. I slightly
How about
edge.
you, Jay? Same thing?
Same thing.
Same thing.
Too powerful.
He's too powerful?
But most people will say that Terrence Crawford has more power. But see, I tell people this. I say,
Man, I feel like he naturally bigger too.
Yeah.
Spence.
Yeah,
Earl.
that's what I say. Earl is the more physically
Yeah.
stronger fighter. Whereas the rounds go on, he's gonna make you feel every.
Yeah.
Look, bro, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Real
But
talk.
when we sparred, when I was trying to move, he like he's so smart. He cut me up, and I'm smaller, and I'm supposed to be faster, but he getting there every time. Like he's smart.
Did you get?
He really smart.
Here's the thing: we've seen them both get hit with big shots. We've seen both of them get hit with big shots, and this is what makes these fights so intriguing for me, because none of them have gone up against somebody with the power that they're about to be facing, and that's going to be the biggest question: is how will they respond to? Because they're both getting hit with shots, bro. There's going to be some. What do you mean? What are you rolling? What are you making them faces for? Put the camera on you so you can see the faces. Look at these faces he's making. They get hit with big shots.
Oh.
Now you sound like one of the guys we were talking about yesterday.
Oh, we see Earl Spence get hit with a shot. We see Terrence. Look, respectfully,
I'm
we see
calling-
Terrence Crawford get hit a lot
We've
with
seen-
shots, more than what we see. And this is it's just Terrence Crawford fighting style. He make the mistake and put himself in that position to get hit with them other shots.
But we
like
heard
that.
Errol say that was a rookie mistake. Neither one of these guys can afford to make a rookie mistake against each other.
I mean, no, but
You know?
when I look at both guys, I look at Terrence Crawford making the rookie mistake.
both
before
do.
Earl.
That's what-
I'm talking about. I look at him making the rookie mistake before Earl Smith. Like I tell you, Terrence Crawford want to get his get back quick. You punch him in the jaw, he ain't trying to fundamentally come in there, hit you with a jab, and get it the right way. He just coming straight in. That's why we seen what's that dude name? We was live in person. when they
Ugas.
fought. No, what's that dude? Who Crawford fought? I mean, who Ortiz fought?
The one that dropped him.
Yeah, the one he dropped Terrence Crawford.
Oh, Mean Machine?
Mean
Oh,
Machine,
okay,
yeah.
yeah, okay. Yeah, for sure, bro. And again, though, there's no wrong answer here. But for you to just say, I think Bud's going to make the rookie mistake first, like you timing this shit. I mean,
I do.
So you're saying both of them are going to make a rookie first?
No.
first.
What I'm saying is, I look at Terrence Crawford as a guy who make more mistakes than Earl Spence. I'm saying that. So if I look at him like that, I'm looking at Terrence Crawford to be the guy who will make the first.
We'll see, man. And
mistake.
I'm excited about it. And I want y'all to know that I'm not in here just hating on Spence. I love those are my two damn favorite fighters in boxing right now. And this fight needs to happen.
No, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like it's gonna be a hell of a fight though. But Tay Money.
Yeah, let everybody know where they can find both of you guys at, man, because we're about out of
You go
time.
first,
on here.
Jay Sean.
Yeah.
Jay Sean, that's my Instagram, Jay Sean.
Okay, Jay Sean.
JAYSHAAWN.
I think I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna follow you. I think I follow Tay Money. I'm gonna look for you on there. I'm gonna follow you. Start
And
watching
then
your
what about-
clips, cause
What about you, Tay?
Y'all can find me on Instagram, TayMoney, TAAE.money.
hold up. Another thing I wanted to say, boy, Tay Money, you popping on TikTok.
Oh,
My
yeah.
wife,
Uh-oh.
my wife be seeing your TikToks.
Nah,
She's like, look
hold
at
on.
that.
Uh-oh. What we
He
talking
popping on TikTok. He
damn.
the one that's popping.
Oh, he popping.
Can y'all
on
show
He popping
TikTok?
on TikTok.
Y'all popping. Okay.
But what you said, though?
No, my wife be seeing you on TikTok.
For
I'm
real?
like, Tay
Correct.
Money got a
Hey,
TikTok.
remember what he said earlier about wife following my wife? What's going on here, guys?
My wife followed him on TikTok.
No, man, but no, that's cool, dude. Hey, show us some
That's
TikTok
crazy,
love.
though.
No,
So hold up, Jay Sean. So you big popping on TikTok?
Yeah, I got about 12K, but I get banned every.
Nah, look, he hit 10K. They banned him. He hit like 20K like the next week. They banned him again. Then
What's the key to
he just made
success?
another one. He
key
had
to
10K.
success.
What's the key to success?
I
Nah, but them girls love Jay Sean.
Yeah, they
boy.
love him.
He smooth. You smooth with it, Jay Sean. You can't trick me, boy. You can't trick me. Say, then he got them dreads too.
Bro.
Oh man.
Bro, y'all
You
be
I
smart,
mean,
all right?
You got a girlfriend, Jay Sean?
don't got a girlfriend. No.
He said I got some.
I mean, he 15.
Yeah, that's smart, bro. That's so
Smart.
smart, please. That's smart. Do y'all's thing. Y'all live y'all's life. Y'all chase y'all's passion, man.
And Tay Money, before your next big fight, we want to
Yeah.
get you back on the show.
Okay.
And Jay Sean, we definitely gonna have you on here soon because we need to spotlight you. I need to scroll up your articles. I need to get on your TikTok, your Instagram, start checking you out.
For sure, man. We appreciate you fellas coming out here. I think, hey, listen, bro. You remember the very first? You sent me a picture of him at the gas station. We were literally talking about him the day before.
In Mesquite.
Yeah, and then you're our first guest here. Y'all our first guest, so this
That's
is
crazy.
he's meant to be.
Like I told you, I've been trying to get Tay Money on the show. like what was so hard about getting them on the show is because the way we was the studio,
Yeah,
we was
studio
in
was a little weird
Mansfield.
setup.
Now we got our studio in downtown Dallas, a beautiful spot.
Yeah, I came a long way.
Yeah, yes, sir. And we want to showcase you continuously going forward. You, Jay Sean, anybody else that you got up under you. We want to bring them on here and give them the type of spotlight they need because we got a lot of people. Shout out to our sponsors, KO Therapeutic. If it wasn't for KO Therapeutic, we wouldn't be able to do what we do.
Put that camera over on you, bro.
Oh, yeah. KO Therapeutic. When I tell all boxers, all athletes, just hard workers in general, if you have any aches and pains, like I'm the type of dude, see, that's why I say I start from the root of the fruit. I want the type of guy who just want to see all these guys glitch and gleam. I want like all these other
We sure wasn't seeing Floyd last night.
media around here. You know, a lot of, and in respect to them,
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
they show up to when the stars at night are big and bright. I was the guy going in the trenches, going to all these amateur tournaments. And when I speak on amateur tournaments, this is, I advise everybody who in the business of amateur fighting, y'all need to go to KO Therapeutic, especially you, Jay Sean. You need to tell your people about this because you've been in events where you got to go 2 and 3 days and rubbing this stuff on you will bring that feeling back to you. I don't know, did we have anybody, can we give this away to?
Yeah, bro, go for it. Yeah.
So we'll get you one next time you're on the show. But Tay Money, we want to get this to you now. We want you to use this after your workout, and we want you to be a living testimony. A pain, just roll it on. It's a pain relief. It helps you just like an ice bath. I don't know if y'all ever been in ice baths, but you get in ice baths and whoop-de-whoop, and you come back from that, it's a pain relief. So thank you for coming on the show, man.
Appreciate you guys, man. But yeah, we're out of here. You guys give Tay and Jay some love on social media. Follow these guys. We appreciate y'all tuning in, and we appreciate you guys coming out, man. I know it's late and middle of the week, but we appreciate you guys, and we look forward to all y'all's growth, fellas. Appreciate you guys.
All right, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Peace. It's Ray Bradshaw, Mr. RTBA. Mr. These boys can't touch me on my worst day.
And this is JJ Solomon.
And this is the Spit Bucket Podcast. And this is the Spit Bucket Podcast.